Remember my shoes there. So Mark, when you are ready, let's have you do this swing, okay?
Okay.
You know how to adjust it if it needs to be higher or lower. Okay, great. So swing behind the back, sitting straight down. Let's just take it from the top. So in our sumo squat, right? This is called sumo squat. We're going to start to loosen up all that tightness in the hips. So let's just do some hip rolls, some undulations. So what we're doing is we're not shifting like this and pushing the hips out, we're actually rotating. So see if you can start to loosen up some of that stickiness. Yeah, just play with it. Tiny little micro movements, rolling in one direction and then the other, and see if you can start to feel that part of the body open up. It's amazing. Like the tiny little movements that start to change the rotation. Because what happens in the hips, you know, as people get older, they get all that kind of degenerative stuff because they've been moving in linear space. So the rotation in the ball of the socket gets really stuck in one direction. So we want to, especially with sitting and everything, so we want to get this twist and this rotation back. So let's open it up a little bit more. So we're going to reverse it. So left knee down, right? Yeah, and really feel that twist happen there. And then again, you can use your arms to press in if you need to relieve. And then twist back up, so that leg twists open, and then the knee twists down. Yeah. And then twist the whole body. Just kind of wiggling the feet into a good spot. Twist open. Beautiful. And then incorporate the upper body twist too, right? So push against the swing to bring out the spine. Beautiful. That's great. And then back up. Twist. So really get that isolation in the joint. And then upper body assist. Go deeper. And back up. Awesome. How's that feeling? You can feel the difference? All right, cool. So let's do bigger side bends into a lunge. Pressing back. See if you can just swim the arms for a little bit to relieve any tension. Nice. Feel free to play and explore in the space, so make it your own practice. That's why I like to call it the aerial yoga play. So we can really just feel and experience something new in the body. Nice. And now we're going to stay wide legs, come into eagle wings, and then bend your elbows, support your head. With the legs wide, let's come into some micro movements, what I call weeping willow. So just bend your elbow towards your hip, keeping your heart pointed up towards the sky. Really slow warm up. Nice. Bending the knees again. So we're going to come forward. Press all the way into, so this is, so there's two parts to it. So this is the wide straddle, and then this is the peppermint patty. So just come into wide straddles and sink your hips back. Right? Do the airplane wings from side to side. We're banking. Beautiful. Let that feel good. Again, use the swing to help give you a little bit more tension to deepen the twist. ourselves come back again. So feet turn back out to 45. And swing the arms up and back. Clasp the hands. Just stay in the center this time. Just see if you can relax into that deeper expression. Yay. Good work. And then exhale, come back down to a sumo squat, and we'll all meet here. It should be good. Just put the swing behind your back and then take a seat and see how it feels. This is Catherine. This is Mark.
Catherine, I remember you from
From Sunday, yeah. Good. Nice. Yeah. So when you sit straight down, you want to make sure the knees are in alignment with the hips, and that looks just about right. You would want to put it higher, but not lower. You know what I mean? So if it stretches out and you want to come up one, that'll be fine. But you would leave the leg loops where they are, because the leg loops are going to be a little high on that one because it's brand new.
Okay.
Awesome. So let's heel toe our feet together. Let's just try a couple more back bends. So we're going to tee the arms. Just take an exhale here. Drop in, drop your hips more. And then inhale, press up. And as we press up, we open, lean back. Come into your fullest expression of a back bend. So that could be arms straight overhead, or it can be the chillaxing arms where you clasp your fingers behind the scalp and then just relax the head. But heart is pointing up towards the sky. Take a breath here. Exhale, sit back down. We're going to bend the knees. We're just kind of undulating forward. We're not going to come all the way forward. We just want to get that nice rock and swing action happening. Swing motion. Now next time we come back, release the arms, keep the legs straight, push the hips up, heart open, head relaxed. So if that means supporting the head, whatever feels good. Now we're going to stay here, 5 more breaths. Just start to create a little swagger where you're swaying from side to side. So the motion is heart up, head back, elbows towards the hips, right? So it's as if we're doing a side body stretch, but on a recline, an angle. Beautiful. And just play a little bit with that. Let it be really relaxed and gentle as we slowly open up the spine. Beautiful. Nice. Coming back through center, find stillness. Exhale, release the arms out to the side, sitting straight down. And then again, just undulating back and forth. Just staying on the toes. Just letting that momentum feel good. We're pulling down with our lats, right? So we can actually pick our legs up. We're pulling down so much, right? So just imagine the arms that engaged. Yeah, good. Really good. That'll really help us with this lift. It's kind of amazing that we can support ourselves with these large joints of the body, and the same with the hips. As we go out to the elbows or the wrists, it gets more challenging. But at our shoulders, it's one of the strongest joints. And then we're going to come all the way forward, each wings. Thumbs turn up, look up towards the sky. So we're in a peppermint patty, which means we're pressing our hips forward. Make sure the belly's engaged so the back is happy. And then exhale, sweep all the way back. Whee! Right into our back bend. Exhale, sit back down and swing all the way forward, angel wings. High fives. Exhale, sit back down. One more time like that. Inhale, arms come up and back. Exhale, tee the arms, sit back down, bend the knees. Yeah. Feeling that pendulum swing that happens. It's so awesome. And then exhale, sit back down. Okay, so from center, let's do just a few more lunges, and then we're going to come into our forward folds. Feel free to adjust if you need to. If you want to take pressure off the arms, just keep the hips heavy, come into a big arched position, and release them out to the side. You can give them a little shake. You can also use your forearms. So if you want to give your underarms a break, so we all are pretty smart about it. We wear sleeves. That also helps. So if you use your forearms, you can really engage the upper body. And then we're going to come into some lunge twists again. I want you to just play in the space. So just feel what it's like to shift from side to side, and then open up the hips, and then drop the knee. So really your own space, your own play, your own time. Just enjoy a few lunges. at your own rate, whatever your body is calling for today. Notice if you do yoga, how you can really pop up into some of the warriors and full lunges and then come back in. We could spend a whole hour just on the yoga translations and the warrior poses and everything. So, because there's other play things I'd like to do. Let's just have our individual experience of that. And then 5 more breaths. We're gonna just come back to our sumo squat. So see what that's like for you today. Just notice all the little nooks and crannies that we can get into. Beautiful. Next time you're ready, come back through center. We're gonna press up into a forward fold. So forward fold is when the hips sink back over the ankles, not peppermint patty. Right? And then arms out like wings. Drop the heart. So shoot the energy out through your tailbone. So it's a straight line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. And we keep this pillar along the central pathway of the spine. And then we're gonna just bank from side to side. So trace the semicircular shape with the mat. Yeah, it's totally different than when we do this in yoga without the angular momentum. Okay, make sure the shoulders are happy. Just engage the arms, pull down. And then come back through center, bend the elbows, drop your head, just hang. Big chest opener here, so if there's any discomfort in the shoulders, let me know. Otherwise, we're gonna go pretty deep in opening up the main joints, the main hubs of the shoulders and the hips. So stay here if you're happy, and just stay relaxed. But if you want to try a peppermint patty from here, you're gonna have to pull strongly with your forearms, press onto your tippy toes, and lean your hips forward. And just notice like, oh, that is a big shoulder opener. Woo! Exhale, sink back. Sink back. Hips stay right over the ankles when we sink back. Okay, so that's the difference between peppermint patty and forward fold. So one more time. Inhale in here. Exhale, come forward. Big stretch and exhale, sink back again. All right, release the left hand down. Keep the right arm up, hooked. We're gonna find center, pressing strongly into the outer edges of the feet so you can lift the arches, and then twist and look up towards the sky. If that's comfortable on the neck, you can always look down if the neck doesn't like it. And from here, what we wanna do is pull down strongly with the right arm. That's gonna help us deepen the twist, and then reach for the opposite ankle. So you have left hand reaching for right ankle, and you can pull, keeping that length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Just allow yourself to twist on access and go deeper. So these are some of my favorites. You can actually feel it behind the scapula if you really allow yourself to traction your head down towards the ground. Inhale back through center. We're going to do a few arm strengthening. So let the swing slide into the wrist and then bring that arm overhead. So we're kind of reviewing what we've done before. Thread the hands through, drop the heart again. I like the shift from side to side. Just feel that opening that happens all through the underbelly, I call it. So the whole side body, intercostals, down into the obliques. Push your hips back a lot so you get that nice long spine. Beautiful. Now stay here if you're happy. You can always bend your elbows if it's too much on the shoulders, but if you want to do a little strengthening of the arms, we're going to inhale, press up. So use your core, use the whole front of the body to lift. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower, really slow. So use nice, controlled, isometric movements here. That allow us to strengthen the muscles around the joints, the intrinsic muscles. We'll be able to hold them in place when we're doing some of the acrobatics. So 5 of those at your own pace. So when you inhale, you press up strong. Exhale, lower. And then pause at the bottom. Just let yourself hang. Inhale up. Beautiful. Can you feel that in your core? You can really actually engage the whole front of the spine if you take your time to. You can also do it really relaxed, which is nice, but if you want to do the strengthening part. And then next inhalation, you come up, take the left arm overhead. See if you can get the X out of the swing. You don't have to, but if you get the X out, it'll be ready for next time. And then again, pull down strongly. Left arm pulls, right hand